So hello YouTube, today I brought these two monitors and this dock by Dell, monitors by Dell and laptop by Dell. So I'm going to show you how to configure and how to attach, how to install all this setup. And the best thing about this setup will be everything, the laptop charging, the USB ports, both HDMI, both the monitors, everything will be controlled and via this single type C USB port, that is Thunderbolt. So this is the power of Thunderbolt. I will show you once the setup is complete. Now let me show you how are these monitors. Both both of the monitors are exactly the same. They are height adjustable and tilt-able. So the ports you can see below. Okay, so you can see there is LAN port, two USB ports, one HDMI port and one display port. The one in the middle is the display port, that is the most important. And here as well you have two USB ports. Exactly same configuration is there in this laptop because both are exactly same monitors. Okay, now let me show you what things you will need. The most mandatory one, the power supply cables for both of them, for both of the monitors, and these are display port cables. Let me switch on the flashlight. So this is the display port cable. How display port is little different than HDMI. You can see only one cut is there. On HDMI you will see the slanted cut is on both of the side, but in display port it's only on one side. This display port cable is same on both of the ends. This is another end of this cable, you can see. Okay, so two power supply cables for both of the monitors and two display port cables, that's all. Now the monitor section is over. Now let me jump on to the dock section. So in the dock, this is the power supply unit for the dock. So power supply is pretty heavy because it has inbuilt charger for this laptop. So this is total 180 watt, I believe. Yeah, you can see it's 180 watt AC adapter. So if you have the inverter or power supply backup, make sure your power supply backup is capable of handling this 180 watt plus whatever wattage of these monitors will be around 20-30 watt, and plus wattage of your laptop. So no need to consider wattage of laptop because laptop will be powered by this 180 watt only. So this is just a power supply brick for the main dock. So this is the dock. Here you have RJ45 LAN cable, two type C, one type C USB port, two type A 3.0 USB ports. So you can plug in your USB devices over here into your monitors or directly into your laptop as well. But in my case, I will try to plug it into the monitor because I don't have to remove it again and again. This will be like desktop setup once, and just install and forget. And if you want to move on somewhere, just simply remove this type C cable and you are good to go. Take your laptop anywhere. So that is the brilliant setup, guys. So the purpose of bringing two display port cable was it has two display ports. HDMI port is only one. If it had two HDMI ports, I would have brought two HDMI cables. But in this case, it has two display ports, so I had to bring two display port cables. So I have two display port cables. Now I will quickly set it up and then we will continue the video. So this is this side of the dock. Let me show you other side. Here as well you will get one USB type C and 3.0 jack. There is a headphone out as well. Great. So let me show you the model number. Okay, This is the Dell dock. I'm not able to find the model number anyway. These are two 19-inch monitors to be precise, and these I will power with the help of two power supplies. And so overall you will have to be ready with three plugs. So two plugs I have over here and one is over here. So somehow I'm gonna manage it, or I will use a multi-plug pin or something. So stay tuned. Now I'll do the installation. I already routed the display port and power supply cable for this monitor. I'm doing the same for this monitor, and once I'm done with setup, then I will continue the video. So there is not much confusing. You just have to plug in the display port cable over here and over here. You just have to plug in the power supply cable over here and over here, and then plug in both of the power supply cables of both monitors into these ports, into the sockets, and just bring these display port cables and install it over here. Whatever USB devices you have, you can install USB devices over here or into the monitor itself. So now let me quickly finish the setup and resume the video. So now we are done with the setup. So I switched off the light for the better clarity. So I extended these two displays on this laptop. So this will be the main screen and these two will be the supportive screens. As you can see, there are no icons on this and this screen. Only the center screen is the main screen. So if the user will sit over here, he will focus on this screen, and these two screens will be on support. All this setup is working on. I tried to minimize the height so that all three screens can be at equal level. So all this setup is working on this display port cable. Only single USB Type-C cable is handling all the setup. And so you can see, if I scroll this mouse, it comes to the first screen. If I scroll it to the left, it comes to the screen in the center. If I scroll it to even more left, it comes to the third display. So how I did it is the simple trick. Right click, go to display settings. As this is the main laptop, it will show the display settings over here. I hope you can see the settings clearly. Okay, so the reason you keep the one number screen little downwards is because if you scroll the cursor towards upward side, because the display number 2 and 3, that is monitor number 2 and 3, are little upwards than the main monitor. So you can see I arrange in such a way that the scroll of my mouse bar will go gradually and correctly. Now it's here. If I scroll it down towards the left quadrant, second quadrant, so you can see it's coming down correctly. So this is how you are supposed to configure your displays, and this is the perfect setting. And now I will configure little more so that I will adjust the brightness and all contrast level settings and everything into these systems. So that's all are the simple setup. Now I will show you the dock, how the dock looks like. So as I said, these two monitors are getting power supply from these two ports. There is no requirement of separate charger, as the USB Type-C cable is giving the charging also to the laptop. And this power supply went to AC adapter of the dock, this AC adapter, and then that AC adapter power supply came to this dock, and these are the two display port for the two monitors, and the output over here is the USB Type-C cable which went to that laptop. That's all. You are done. I finished this configuration in 10 minutes, and there is nothing much to worry. So this was all set up and honest review about the multi monitor setup. So why dock is necessary? You cannot remove the HDMI cable daily or DisplayPort daily, because that's very delicate, expensive, and has multiple pinpoints inside the cable itself. You can remove USB Type C multiple times, no issues. So that is the power of technology, this DisplayPort technology. So first make sure that your laptop supports the DisplayPort, and then only buy this setup. This is very expensive thing. This dock itself will cost around 20k, and then thereafter you can do this setup. There is one more extra HDMI free, so I believe you can add third monitor as well if you want. This is very good for guys who need multitasking or do trading and something like that. So that was my review on the configuration of multi-monitor setup using the Dell dock system. If you have any questions, drop your comments below. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Live loud.